Set it off, Vivica Fox was a monster.
She was bad. Yeah. She was bad then.
Who can play that game, Vivica Fox?
Vivica Fox had that run, bro, when she was that chick.
The 90s, it wasn't.
She did.
Because even 50 was with her.
It wasn't
50
five.
was with her. When she turned, she was like 39, 40, 50 got with her. 50 was in this
Now, look, now she's talking about she ready to settle down. I'm like, then somebody had that Kevin Samuels meme. I'm like, God damn it. You can't make this shit up. And look, I'm not saying everybody, and I'm not the nigga that always said everybody needs to be single to married. I never said that. But my thing is, if you've been one of the motherfuckers that's always turning down people because they didn't meet this quote-unquote standard you thought you wanted. But now all of a sudden you let so much time go by, now all of a sudden, I'm ready to settle down.
We busy.
Nah, baby, I'm cool on that.
What's up? Let's go and get to the show, man. This is, at the end of the day, podcast, man. I am your host, your humble host, you know what I'm saying, Zeno, Coach Zeno, man, and I'm here with my guys. I'm going to always let them do they just do and represent and announce themselves. We're going to start from the side. What you got for me, man? Who this is?
Yo, Chakeem Olajuwon, fresh out of Mo City, know what I'm saying?
Mo City, stand up.
Already.
All right, we got Marcus Roberson here, the Dapper Tax Man, the Dapper Accountant.
Daddy.
Yeah, we do.
Got Tom Sells, Play to Win Fitness, Herm Clark.
Who you with?
In Herm Clark in the building.
Who you with?
Already.
Herm Clark one time.
What's up, fellas, man? How y'all been doing, man? How y'all been holding it down?
Oh man, I've been blessed by the best, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
It's been good. You know what I'm saying? Just comedy shit been going well.
I know it's gonna be popping, man.
Starting to get more opportunities, starting to get different looks. Look, I done lost 8 pounds.
Oh, hey, celebrate, bro.
Oh yeah, man, gotta take care of that health, man. I know it used to sound cliche when I was a young nigga. Used to hear people be like, "Shit, at least you got your health." You didn't really take it in consideration when you was a young nigga, but the older you get, and the more people you see kind of go through what they going through. You understand why you got to get it back in that gym. You got to drink that water. You got to be focused. You know what I'm saying?
You just got to make better decisions, man. It's like as we get older, we have to be more disciplined. We have to be more mature. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. What's up, man?
That's it, man. This is our temple.
That's it.
Take care of it, man. I just had a fitness competition.
Yes,
about
what's
a week
up?
ago.
Yeah. Keep it pushing,
6
man.
months, lost about 30 pounds.
That's
and
what's up, bro.
I can tuck my shirt in my pants and my belt buckle can show now.
Yeah,
Little things like that, man. I'm excited about.
That's what's up, man.
Still working on that part, boy, because I'm gonna get there.
You working on that?
I'm getting there.
Tom, man, what's been cracking since the last time we touched down, man, on the podcast? How you living?
Man, it's all good, about the same. Still blessed, still doing good. Everybody on their fitness, on their health, taking care of themselves, mental health, taking care of the mind, making sure we all straight up there too, Not
it's all a system, man. Mind, body, and spirit. You know what I'm saying? Mind, body, spirit. We all got to make sure we healthy and all those things and whatnot, man. So, I wanted to kick it off, man. Last time that we ended off on the podcast, we talked about the NFL season. We made our bold predictions. We told our teams. I just want to talk to everybody how you feel about the predictions and what you said and where you at right now.
3-2. I'm not all the way satisfied with my Cowboys, but I can live with it. I done been down this roller coaster before, so right now we kind of just chicka. We just kind of going up. It ain't nothing too exciting yet. It ain't nothing too dramatic. It's just, but like I said, we 3-2. We 1 game behind the division. If playoffs will start, we be in there today. But I ain't seen enough. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to y'all, though. That was a tough one last night.
I'm going to be honest with you. I probably would have switched up the topics if we didn't win last night. It was a lot of pressure.
I call him Glock Purdy.
Hey, that's my guy, man.
Glock Purdy came
that's
down.
That's my guy. Hey,
he crawled.
Hey, y'all got to see something, man. But it was really tough, man. I was like, when it was getting down to the nitty gritty or whatnot, and they was down by like 6 points. I was like, oh, Lord, I done seen this again during the season because we done had teams come back from us when we was up with leads like 10 points, and they was all division teams. So I was like, is this going to happen again? You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of at the edge of my seat trying to I wanted to be excited and happy we got the lead, but I ain't know how it was gonna go. But I'm excited. I'm excited we got that win.
From me.
Oh yeah. I got a lot of people I get texts from. I get a lot of people talk to me. Trust me.
I was waiting.
People I don't never hear from, man. All of a sudden, they just had an inkling to hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy, he lucky I didn't press.
I know you had that text message in your feed.
Draft.
It was a draft. It was in your feed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, trust me, I get it a lot, man. But now, I'm good with it. But what about your sleepers? How you feel about the teams that you said that you felt like was gonna be a sleeper in the NFC and the AFC? What you feel about them? Like, how you feeling about them? You feel like they still contenders that's gonna sneak up on people?
I said the Texans. I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember if I said they asleep or not, but they got everybody undivided attention. Mm-hmm. I can honestly admit that. I call him Proud Stroud, man. That's he doing what he got to do.
They showing up.
Yeah.
And I think in the NFC, I don't know. I think I said this. I might have said either the Buccaneers, and right now they. Them and the Saints in that division. But now in Atlanta, it's gonna be competitive.
That was mine.
It's gonna be competitive, man.
You walking on my answer. Okay. Yeah. For my sleepers. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't go into detail.
I didn't go into detail. But my sleepers, Atlanta. I was really kind of scared because like week 1, they got their breaks beat in pretty bad in week 1 or whatnot, but they've been on a 3-game winning spree. And, you know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins is the guy I thought Kirk Cousins was, man. Like, he going to show up. He going to try to show up. And, you know what I'm saying? It took him a while to get his bearings, but he's showing up. And so, I'm excited about that. I'm trying to see in the AFC who I thought. Did I say the Jets? I think you said.
That's my sleeper, the Jets.
Yeah. The Jets. No, you got.
I said the Texans and the Saints was gonna be.
Okay.
Looking too good,
I might have said the Jets, but if I did say the Jets, it's a wash.
Yeah, them niggas sleeping.
It's a watch. It's a watch. Like, they not ready. No, it was Colts. That's what I said. The Colts. I mean, like you said with your sleepers, it's still wait and see. You know what I'm saying? They still in contention. They still doing something. They might get in there. They're in a tough division with the Texans. Jacksonville is trash. Tennessee, they do something here or there. You know what I'm saying? But
they got old playoff Joe with them.
Who?
Colts.
The
Colts got Joe with them now.
Anthony Richardson.
He got hurt again?
Yeah.
See, that was the reason why I thought I was feeling positive about him because of him.
Man, he is the. If you ever saw the true definition of hot and cold, black and white, no gray area at all whatsoever. Yeah. Either he looked like the coldest nigga you ever seen, or man, get this motherfucker off the field. It ain't no gray area. Either he one of them coaches. His coach probably say yeah and shit all day. You know what I'm saying?
Like, in his vocabulary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marcus, who your squad? And how they doing? How you feel? You feel the same way about your prediction?
Yeah, feel good about them Texans. I was hoping. I said the ball was going to be the Texans and the Saints. It was going to be beautiful, but Saints play the Buccaneers this weekend, and hopefully they can pull that one off.
I feel confident about that.
They got a new quarterback in, I think, this weekend.
Yeah, old Spencer.
Spencer.
Oh,
Radcliffe.
Yeah, Rattler. You know what I'm saying?
They done benched that boy.
Nah,
he got hurt.
He got hurt as a bleak.
Okay.
It's oblique.
Yeah.
That's your abs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Side.
Okay.
Because he was holding his back or whatever.
But it wraps around. You know what I'm saying? It wraps around. So you say the Texans doing what the Texans supposed to do?
They doing what they're supposed to do. Man.
Okay. All right. And then you say your sleepers in the NFC. Who's your sleeper in the NFC? Was it the Saints?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
He lying to me soon.
That was so long ago.
I ain't lie. I was struggling. I was like, man, who the fuck did that?
Yeah, you see me too. And I brought it up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tom.
So what's crazy, I remember my sleeper and, the team that I'm rooting for the, Super Bowl pick, they actually both 3-2.
Okay.
With Baltimore and Broncos.
Okay.
Which is, I think with the Broncos been kind of, they had a little rough back and forth, a little here and there.
And your sleeper in the NFC was the Saints, right?
The sleeper in the NFC was, I think I took the Falcons. I think I did go Falcons.
Okay.
Around that time.
We're going to figure out. They're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
They're going to figure it out, man.
Yeah. Falcons, honestly, Kirk Cousins, man, he balling, man. He doing his thing.
He ain't no scrub, bro. Yeah. He ain't no scrub. You know what I'm saying? I like Kirk Cousins. He can't play for my team, though.
I didn't say he.
I like him, though.
Yeah.
I like him, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, man, let's kind of segue, like, top of the news, like, what's on everybody, like, social media page. It's like, I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I get on Instagram, I get on whatever I get on social media, Twitter or whatnot, it's always something about P. Diddy. P. Diddy.
We going there today. Huh?
We going there today. They're constantly making headlines. They're constantly making shows. They're constantly. You see, my boy 50. He's about to have a series with Netflix. Tubi had something for a minute. It's like, it's crazy to me because I feel like the writing been on the wall. But I feel like that too with like R. Kelly. Like the writing been on the wall. Like we knew he was that guy for the longest of time. And so, like, the shock value is even to me, is still crazy because it's like, damn, we've been hearing whispers, we've been hearing rumors and speculation about this stuff for the longest of time, man. Where are y'all at? Have y'all been following, you know what I'm saying, the case and seeing some of the allegations and hearing about some of the stories that's been coming out on this?
Yeah, I think the case is going to be, next May?
Yeah,
gonna,
His trial starts in May. But I think it'll get pushed back.
I just been more on the goofy side of the internet over it. That's all. So I just been seeing the jokes and baby oil everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, just baby oil drinks, baby oil, everything, stickers.
And but the crazy thing about it is, it's like it's more and more information coming out. Like we finding out that the baby oil was laced.
Oh wow! Hold on.
Yeah. The baby oil was laced.
So what about the pink powder?
I mean, that's already laced. You know what I'm saying? That's
man.
Ecstasy and cocaine mixed. That's what it's supposed to be. Like the pink ecstasy or pink cocaine. Yeah, it's supposed to be like ecstasy and cocaine.
I'm perplexed about this.
Perplexed.
Because on one hand, it's like, is he being charged with, in like far as like public perception go, is he just a freak? Because if that's what we talking about, then
that's not illegal.
It is what it is.
That's what you're saying.
Now, if you want to put him in jail or prosecute him for, what you thought what he did to Cassie was egregious, by all means, you ain't gonna hear a motherfucking thing from me. But when it just boils down to him just partying, and this whole thing about sex trafficking. Now, if you forcing a motherfucker against their will, I ain't got no sympathy for you. But if a motherfucker come through and they want to jump down and they already know the play, can I really, whether it's some bisexual activity, whatever he get into, that's because right now, you fighting for your life. Yeah. Fuck what a motherfucker think about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they got these tapes and everything. So the proof in the pudding now. Did you force anybody to do anything? No. So that's the question we got to ask ourselves. And are we really holding Diddy accountable for all the things we might have think he's done over the years? Because from what I've heard, he don't sound like a great guy. He just don't sound like a great guy. Yeah. A great businessman. And maybe he did a lot of great things for a lot of great people. But everybody got that other side. I'm not saying like to that extent. We act how we act in the professional world and how we act in the leisure of our homes and comfortable. That's another thing. Yeah. So if he was really taking advantage of people and really was drugging them and they wasn't knowing that shit, then you get whatever comes to you. But if they was just partying, having a good time, being some freaks, you just bought some bus dimes to the. Then every nigga I know in high school, you know what I'm saying? But everybody remember, look, I just say staff development or final exams. Your mama's not, look, y'all, we ain't got to go into detail. What's understood ain't got to be explained. Yes, sir. All you had was that, everybody had that one homie, hey, man, hey, I got so and so and a friend over here. What's up? And they was dying. Ain't nobody forcing nobody. So that's what I'm saying. If it's one of those, then hey, them just some adults having fun. Okay. Now, if you forcing somebody against their will, and that's the only thing I got, because people be like, why you think he did it? Then they start coming into well, he had something to do with Tupac, or he had something to do with this. I said, we speaking on totally different. I'm talking about what did he do that's a crime in this instant? Mm-hmm. And that's the question we got to ask ourselves. But like I said, if it come out that he did what he did, reap what you sow. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm going to just wait for the evidence to come out. But I have been partaking in these jokes to get to the, because I'm sorry, that was just too funny. 1,000 bottles of baby oil is never necessary. Take it from a nigga that watched hella porn growing up. It's never a requirement. It's never a requirement.
I think it's a lot of speculation. Like it's bigger than what we can conceive or that we even know. But I do know that there's a lot of human trafficking and sexual trafficking in Texas. Like they said, Texas is the biggest state.
For sure. We're right by the border.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of these people are being able to do this right under our noses. It's a big thing. So it seems like it's thriving until you piss the wrong person off or until something, until it starts to hit home. But from what I'm finding out, man, it's some of this stuff, like we were thinking about R. Kelly, or he did it, like some of the stuff that was going on, we're like, man, they've been able to make it this long or this far, and, things that we've seen, like, nothing's happened, but everything always, what's done always come to light eventually.
R. Kelly, the thing about R. Kelly is he didn't have no more hits to get him out of trouble. I know it sounds fucked up.
No. What happened to R. Kelly was the Me Too movement came in and canceled him from doing shows.
You couldn't make no money. You got to think about it, fool. We knew this nigga was married. This ain't we knew.
Yeah.
And then what happened? He dropped a great ass album after that, and we forgot about it. Bro, we was at Willow Ridge. My partner bought this how prominent that DVD was. We was watching that hoe at school, nigga. When the teacher left. We put that bitch in, and we watching that hoe, nigga. That's how prominent that's how much that DVD was surfacing around the hood back then.
Don't say that teacher's name either.
What year was this?
This was gonna get indicted. You gonna get that teacher indicted. Don't say the teacher's name.
What they call it? When you can't prosecute nobody,
statutory.
Yeah. Plus, that motherfucker far away from teaching. You ain't never gonna see that nigga in the classroom. He out for a whole nother career. Shout out to you know who you is. But like I said, he didn't know. But the point I'm making is, what happened after that? He rebranded himself, Step in the Name of Love and the Chocolate Factory and all that. It was played at weddings throughout the country. And we knew it. Then when that Surviving R. Kelly came out, you didn't have a hit to get you out that trouble, man. And by that point, I'm looking at that shit like, that's not nowhere near as bad as what we had already witnessed. And what we saw, I'm in the minority. I thought he should have been in jail for the Leah shit.
Oh, marrying her?
Yeah, like that was janky. Even though you hear the stories about what go on with kids in Hollywood and how people, how the money flow. It doesn't. But I thought he should have been in jail for that. So it's like when he beat that, it's kind of like how they use the example with Al Capone. You couldn't get him on murder. You can get him on this. I don't want to hear about no hoe ass tax evasion. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really just doing it for me.
This is what a lot of people got to realize, man. It's like when you're a powerful person and you have influence, bro, you can make some things happen. You can fly underneath the radar, and you have to realize, like, one thing that I think we did not realize is, like, remember when we found out that Jay-Z became a millionaire, when Kanye West became a billionaire, became a billionaire. Puff had became a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's the first, like, billionaire artist that we ever knew about, bro. Like, so just to show you how powerful he is. And so, I think a lot of stuff get thrown underneath the rug. And when you realize this legal system, bro, it's all about money.
And then he tried to buy that liquor. Then he tried that liquor company.
Yeah.
If you would have just played your role in that part, if you didn't try to sue that liquor company, we don't find out about.
And I was talking to somebody about that today. They was like, do you feel like that this is just a cause and effect of him pissing off somebody higher than him? And, it makes sense. Like, even with Bill Cosby. They say he was trying to buy NBC. Then all of a sudden, this and that. And then we found out in 2023 that Puff Daddy was trying to have a lawsuit against Ciroc. And then this happens in 2024.
Or the ultimate with Michael Jackson.
This the thing.
Michael Jackson.
This the
He
thing.
wanted to get all his masters.
album,
He wanted the masters.
This thing, motherfuckers
Is
gotta
that
realize,
this?
bro. What it is Alfred Mark Stein.
Who? Oh, okay.
What
No.
in situations like that,
Yeah.
when you try to make a play against those people, you better have all your ducks in a row. You better be ready to sit down for a minute. You better be ready for whatever come your way. Because trust me, them people have done way more research on you than you done on them. You notice with all them cases, like Bill Cosby, for example, it's still motherfuckers that think Bill Cosby in jail. Bill Cosby was exonerated. His record was still, his shit was wiped off clean, but the damage was already done.
Yeah.
Because when you did try to buy
that's
this
a black
network,
mark forever.
when you tried to do whatever you did, guess what we gonna do? Yeah, we know you was a serial cheater. We know you like to get high with them broads. Yeah, maybe they did consent, but we got enough money. We can make 1 or 2 of these women lie. But what about if we can make 20 lie? What about if 30 lie? Because it's gonna come to the point to where even if you're the greatest man in the world, if one motherfucker lie on you, that's one thing. 2 motherfuckers lie on you, one thing. And y'all been knowing me, and you've been knowing me all my life. If one person told you one thing about me, 2 people, that's one thing. And as much as you know me, you know my mama, you knew my father. But if 20 women told you the same thing, now all of a sudden, at the bare minimum, hey Chuck, I need to holler at you, bro. Because
That boy a freak.
Yeah.
Oh damn, he a freak. He a freak in the sheets.
Look, my keto work in the gym.
Oh, shit.
We had to change the code, man.
Just change the code.
Just business, man.
It's heavy around. It's heavy around.
Just like with Diddy, man. So if they knew you was at this party and doing all this freaky ass stuff or doing all that or whoever we talked about, whenever you make plays like that with Michael Jackson, yeah, we know you never slept with no kids, but we know you love being around children.
Yeah.
And it just looks kind of sneaky.
It's probable.
So we could just throw a story out there
Yeah.
and make motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, look at you different.
Like how they did Dave Chappelle when he ran off.
And even when it's all said and done, it's proven that you didn't do nothing. Because let's just keep it a book. Let's say if Diddy beat the charge.
He ain't beating the charge.
Let's just say let's just say
Hypothetically
he beat the charge. Well, we already seen you beating up Cassie. We already heard all these stories about you. People that didn't want to say a word about you. Now I finally got the strength to say something now. So at the bare minimum, you'll never get it.
He'll be in jail in society. He'll always be.
You'll be in jail in society. And I hope you got enough money left. I hope you got enough millions stashed away where you can still support yourself.
Well, they say he talking. He snitching.
Well, see.
So you're not gonna have the reputations.
That's another thing.
You're not gonna have the reputations for the people that can help you out. Like talking about.
Hey, how big is this thing for real, Paul? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. like
no Diddy.
Yeah.
No Diddy.
But I'm just saying, like, how far does go? Or could it be one of the ones he just mysteriously had an incident and he's no longer here, and then next thing you know, okay, dang, he know too much.
This stuff
so who knows how it's gonna go, man?
You talking about 30 years, of being in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? 30 years of being in the spotlight. So it goes far. This branch runs deep. No Diddy.
And like I said, I'm not accusing them or this. What I said, because what I said at the bare minimum, it just don't look good at all. Nah, I'm one of them brothers. I let the justice system play out how it play out, good, bad, or indifference. I let it play out how it play out. If he gets found guilty and it's proof that he did what he did, you ain't gonna see me with no. And I'm not one of them people. Well, what about Harvey? What about Jeffrey Epstein? Look, nigga, you know the rules.
Dang.
It's not fair, but you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And just like men can do certain stuff, it could be a videotape of a woman kicking your ass. Everybody just gonna be like, you got to take that. It's not right. It's not fair. It ain't about the perception's already set, my nigga.
And let's say this too. At the end of the day, you can't get away with certain things if you black.
Exactly.
You can't get away with certain things if you black. I don't care how high you get in life. I don't care what things you achieve, how much money you attain. It's rules and regulations to the game, and you thinking that you get these things make you above that. And I feel like this is one of those situations to where you see you are not above that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is a reminder.
Yes,
no matter how high you want to get, you are still black in America. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's uncomfortable saying, but it is what it is.
Yeah, they got to give you NR, your nigga reminder. When you get a little too comfortable, get that boy his NR, man. He trying to sue who? You talking about the same dude that go to the strip club 4 or 5 times a week? Okay, I'm gonna give 4 of these hoes $10 grand a piece. Say this nigga did something, and it is over, and that's all.
And you know, there was rumors and speculations that said that the owner that he was that was over Ciroc had went and paid Cassie money to go out and do this lawsuit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. There's rumors and speculation about that, so it's like, man, it just kind of make you wonder.
So she got paid by the people
to go and sue him,
and now Diddy,
she got double paid.
And then people say, well, shit, if she got paid, look, it don't matter, nigga. I got you on tape beating my ass. Who fair or foul don't even matter at this point.
And they say that hotel don't even exist. So who just had the video on deck?
Yeah, I'm gonna sue you.
The establishment don't even exist anymore in California.
Yeah.
So who had that file? Who had that video on deck?
And you notice the settlement came before the tape was released, which means, we
already showed him.
Yeah, you thought all because you paid us it was over? Nah. I get that boy his NR. You know what I'm talking about? like give it to him. We gotta show you better than we can tell you, man. But like I said, that's just an unfortunate situation for everybody involved, man. Because like we gotta just keep it a buck, man. When it's out, like he was one of our icons growing up. Anybody that grew up in the era we grew up in, fool, Diddy affected you in one way or another. Sean, Puffy, Puff Daddy, whatever you wanted to call him, you know what I'm saying?
Take a shot, Daddy.
Yeah, Bad Boy. You know him. We all remember that growing up, man. So who would have ever thought Suge doing his time right now? But whoever thought we would look at Diddy worse than we look at Suge Knight? Who the real gangster?
He gonna be in jail, bro. He gonna be in prison. So I don't know how you can spend that. And, you know, you shutting me down to where I can't even get out.
I tell boys,
and they saying he want to get out and want to talk to the witnesses. He got 122 lawsuits.
Bro, what you understand is you're not talking to nobody because they know you're going to. Bro, this is what you fail to realize. That part of the game, you're not talking to nobody. You know how some people be like, man, I just want to talk to. Like, nah, bro. No, you don't. No, you don't, my nigga. You know you don't. I don't want to talk to that nigga, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
That's why he went on Instagram and like, where are my friends? Calling on my friends. Such and such and such. Such and such and such.
Like, nah,
where
bro,
you at? Ain't nobody. Everybody
like,
crickets.
Fool,
it's crickets.
And I ain't gonna lie, fool. And that's kind of the funny thing about it is, though, dog. I don't want to say that's how you know it's some truth, but it is kind of odd. Not one artist from Bad Boy, not one of your niggas, not nobody you fuck with would have been like, hey, man, it's all a misunderstanding. We hope. Everybody just been radio silent. No pun intended. Everybody just been quiet.
And people resigning from their job.
And, like, nobody's. So that's what makes it, like, weird to a certain degree. Like, dang, you can't find. Look, only people that's taking up for you, good, bad, and difference, is your kids. Yeah. As they, should or whatnot. But besides your kids, nigga, ain't nobody coming out talking for you, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in these times like this, is like, that's where you see who really riding with you, who really rooting for you or whatnot. His mama.
Oh,
yeah.
Mom. Mm-hmm. Your mom and your kids gonna have your back.
I remember Jeffrey Dahmer mama went to visit him like,
God.
Baby,
like
you still her baby. You still her baby, man. You still her baby, man. Man, it's just sad. It's sad, man, to where we see like leaders, pioneers, and like this that go down like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that will hurt me so much because it's like people that you look up to that are, you know what I'm saying, that lead the industry, that lead the nation and culture.
They show you that anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it, bro. So you gotta stay humble. You gotta stay humble. And even saying that, just segue to the next topic, man, is like we talked about last time, man. I'm a fan of successful people. I like people that do big things and that do good things and they help their community or whatnot. And so we had the Young Dolph trial that just went on, man. And shout out to Paper Route, Empire or whatnot, man, because I'm a big fan of it or whatnot. But just seeing that trial and just seeing that the killers testify. And one of the things that just stood out to me in this whole trial, man, was just like the lack of remorse over a dollar bill. Like how we value somebody's life over a dollar bill that person was worth way more than. And how that person was, they was remorseful. Like, did y'all see the trial? Did y'all see anything, any clips about it?
You can tell they was crash
Dummies from the jump.
You know who to hire to do certain stuff. If they take the fall, they not gonna snitch because they want to be real, but they don't realize they finna spend the rest of their life in jail.
For
but
that
they
price.
And I know what I told them, but this is what we gonna give you.
Mm-hmm.
I know we promised you. I know we promised you some about 100 racks to split 4 ways, but he only gave them boys what 800.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And and then like I say, and they testified just to keep the needle out their arm
And
to
check this
a
out.
certain degree
And check
because
this out.
they was guilty.
I'm gonna talk to my father's over here. He did that on his daughter's birthday. He killed a man on his daughter's birthday and they asked him, they like, you did that on your daughter's birthday? He was like, yeah, I was just trying to get this money for my daughter's birthday. This just go to show you, man, like how as us as people, like we value each other's life, man. We put such a price tag on that, don't even look at it. And to where, even though they said that he got $800 in cash or whatnot, but his lawyers got paid for $50,000. His lawyers got paid for. They don't know where that money came from. They know where the money came from, but he acting like he ain't never get nothing but $800.
And like I said, man, when it come down to that whole Dolph situation, and then Gotti's brother being in connection with it, look, like I said, I've never been to Memphis. And, you know, certain street politics, you know what I'm saying, that's their hood business because, you know, obviously that beef been going on for a while. But just like I would tell, when does it stop or does it ever stop?
Man, you know, I don't.
Because
now
talking
about Memphis,
because Dolph dead, now Gotti brother dead, and then it's been a lot of stuff that just went on in the city that don't get reported about people who've lost their lives behind
because
that feud.
Both of this.
So my thing is like, when do you just look in the mirror and be like, when do we stop? Or is it one of the ones kind of like how they say some of the how that gang violence in LA is, just to give a parallel? This beef started over the smallest incident, and these hoods been beefing for years.
Yeah.
But it's too late to be like, it was a simple misunderstanding because too much blood has been shed.
Too much blood shed.
So even if I want to stop it, nah, this nigga killed my cousin, or this nigga killed my bro, or this nigga shot up my mama house. Like, when does it stop?
Man.
And I mean, that's the hardest part, because from the outside looking in, it's easy for me to say, man, what y'all doing? But if I was one of them niggas that, if it was my brother that got killed,
I'm not stopping until I avenge him. I ain't stopping.
And then when you avenge it, then you get shot.
Exactly.
Now I gotta avenge some Zeno death. Till that nigga.
Yeah.
Now, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
so that's what I'm saying,
on.
man. Is there a point? And there's no right or wrong. It's just, is there a point where you just finally just sit down and be like, look, man, enough niggas and got killed. We just gotta chill, bro.
Yeah, I'm at that point now, man. I'm almost 50 years old, and I'm realizing that revenge, whatever power you believe in, is gonna take care of itself.
Yeah.
You know, vengeance is mine. You know, don't you worry about that, man. I've been face to face with people done me foul, out to hurt me, my family, my name, my brand, and it's so much that you probably wanted to do with them, thinking on the emotion, but you gotta like forgive and let that stuff go. And,
See, I'm not trying to speak for you, Marcus, but is the fact that you are a father of 2 girls, is that what stopped you from doing? If you was just a single nigga just doing what you do, and you didn't have them kind of responsibility, would you have thought different? Or, you know, if I do this, I got people that depend on me that I didn't put their livelihood in jeopardy.
I'll say this. If something happens to my daughters, you're going to have to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
Max. I'll face whatever consequence if it go down like that.
But when it comes to like me, you know,
it's like somebody steals some money from you. I could go bust them over the head and get it back, but you know what? Right. Hopefully God worked that out, and I just, you know, pray for that individual. Yeah, but keep your distance though.
And I always remember, like, you know, I started thinking like, dang, whatever L I took, I deserved it because I got too comfortable, and I let my guard down.
You stay consistent on that. You stay consistent
Hey,
on
you know
that.
what? I'm glad you said that, man, because I think we all have. But the thing about it is, you have to trust certain people, but you can't put nothing past nobody.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Even when you were talking about Dolph and these kids, like you never know what a person would do when they put to a time when they need to
Desperate.
eat or desperate. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
It's easy to say what
they know
you will and won't do.
They know who to find. I bet you them kids didn't ask a bunch of questions. They just like, where you at? We got to do it. Here go a gun. You gonna give us some money? Oh, let's go. And you know, some lack of education. Kids ain't kids. They know where to find these kids at to do this. You know what I'm saying? And now you finna spend the rest of your life. And I think for some cats, it don't. See, I grew up in Missouri City.
Shout out to Mo.
And you know, we grew up fairly good. You know, I had 2-parent household. Watched my dad and my mom and all that.
They call me the Huxtables. They call my family the Huxtables.
And the thing about it is, bro, we seen cats.
We so dysfunctional.
And look, and that's what I'm saying. And my mom was my dad's second wife. He fucked up the first time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, his relationship was fucked up the first time. But when he met my mom, he told me flat out, your mama was the woman I needed in my life, you know what I'm saying? And she made me a better man type shit. But the reason I'm bringing that up is even in our neighborhood, we got homies that went to the penitentiary or still sitting down. I got a homie, shout out to A-Ro, just got out, you know what I'm saying? After a 4-year stretch. So we know people that didn't have to go sit down and sit behind them walls. Yeah. Or we had some people that make decisions who never came back home. And we just talking about Missouri City, Mo City.
Free Tony.
So I can imagine.
That's my guy.
So I can imagine how, you know, some cats who would every day you seeing violence, where you'd have been to more funerals than you've been to weddings in your lifetime.
That's sad, bro.
By the time, so certain kids, in their minds, I get this nigga to hit this lick because in his mind, he ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah. He ain't got nothing to lose. So I could pay him this chump change. I could get him to hit this lick because anything is better than nothing. Yeah. Anything is better than nothing. So it's a sad reality in our community, man. And I hope one day paper out in CMG, man. I hope y'all get to some sort of resolution. I don't like I say, man, I know how street politics go. I ain't telling nobody to do nothing. All I'm saying is, how many more got to go before we realize it gotta come to some sort of halt?
I'll say it like
that's
this.
All I'll say on that.
With that situation, I'll say it like this. Like, I don't know. It's too far gone with that situation. Like, I know how they get down out there. You know what I'm saying? They mentality, mindset, whatnot. It might be too far gone. But what I will say is that as black men, we need to value each other's lives better. We need to think about our decision making more. Understand that, you know what I'm saying, look at the big picture, don't look at the short term. You know what I'm saying? Because when you find out what people will do to you, like you say, when they desperate, man, think about it. The money he made, you say the $800, I'm pretty sure, like, if he went to Dolph and say, hey man, these niggas gonna pay me X, Y, and Z to kill me. Oh, okay, I'm gonna give you this bread and I'm gonna take care of X, Y, and Z. Like, you could have not been in that situation and got more.
Here go a little bit to get your people out of town.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll handle that how we'll handle that. You know what I'm talking about?
But he was on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Even talking about the drugs and how the drugs had him, and to where that's when he finally confessed. Once he was in jail for 2-3 months, he detoxed and got into his right mind, and then he was like, man, I need to, like, he wanted to get his spirit straight. He wanted to get his plate clean in the situation. But, you know, it's a little too late. You still finna do life in jail, dude. You still finna do life in jail.
Without the possibility of parole.
Without the possibility of parole.
And I think that'd be the hard reality, man. Look, I sat in the holding cell and was finna lose it. I knew I was going home, you know. I knew I was going home, but just sitting in the holding cell, listening to niggas lie about what they do on the outside and that dirty ass eating that Meals on Wheels. And I didn't eat or drink the whole time I was in there. I just said to myself, I don't even want to know what this shit feel like to be assimilated in here, to even like it. Yeah. So for a motherfucker to tell you, because, you know, growing up all the time, they always, you know, you always used to say, some of y'all going to end up like this, and some of y'all going to end up. And funny thing about it is nobody think it's ever going to be them. Some people, you knew it was gonna be them. You hate to foreshadow the shit, but you already knew. You know what I'm saying?
You going the wrong way.
Every nigga I know they used to fight with every nigga I know they used to get into it with the high school cop at school did time. Everything. Look, the rest of us thought the laws in school like we was the winner is.
Yeah.
Any nigga that had problem with Too Short, them niggas went to the penitentiary. Every day like
Mr. Martinez at Dulles. Mr. Martinez at Dulles. If you mess, he was cool. That'd be cool.
You know, they always fuck that old hoe ass law. All the niggas went to jail. Tom, I didn't even go to medicine. Every nigga that got into with the school cop, did they go to jail?
Yeah, bro.
I know. We need to do a case study on this, bro. If the nigga get into it with the school cop, he gonna be a felon.
We had one out. I called my daddy, y'all. I'm
gonna go to jail.
You already know,
That's
man.
crazy,
That's
man.
amazing. You can foreshadow how people gonna be.
And then some of the people
I think we all did, though. I think we all did.
You never thought you would have never had a clue. You'd be like, that nigga did. He did. Like when I heard my little partner when he did the 10-year stretch for robbing a bank, I said, what?
Remember?
He robbed the bank.
Remember Sunshine had the murder charge from he stayed in Quail Run. Remember Sunshine? He went to Dulles, light skinned kid. He was like ROTC, clean cut guy. Next thing you know, he killed. I think he killed a police officer, bro.
Oh yeah, so
yeah.
Come on, man. Like it just be funny like that. You know what? I'm gonna say that shit on the stage, man. If the nigga used to get into it with the school law, man, you knew he was
He's going to jail.
He going to jail. You know? Because everybody fuck with the school law. School law just say
you need to invite Too Short to your
just go to class, do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
It be that same when we just be at a basketball game, ready to beef with the law, man, for no reason.
It's ready.
For no reason.
Man, why you tripping, man? We sitting over here, man. Why you make? Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, where your rides at? Where your rides?
Shit. Man, what of them, man? I play like everybody else, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you be harassing me.
Man, fuck that whole ass nigga. See, the rest of them, we weren't bold enough to say they like, whoa,
That's a
you
police
tripping.
officer. I know he worked for the county, but it's a police officer. But nah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know what else crazy is, man? I've been watching social media, man. I've been seeing this stuff with Offset and Cardi B. And it's a shit show, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a shit show. So let me just kind of paraphrase everything down. Cardi B came out and ran on social media and saying that, you know, she done with what Offset? Is it Offset? Offset cheating on her for the last time, and speculation and rumors came out to where she cheated while she was pregnant with somebody while she was 8 months pregnant. She cheated. And so, you know, that it made me pause and ask a question like, number one, we'll get back to this question later, but how y'all feel about that? Like her cheating, you know, Offset been cheating for the whole relationship as far as we know. Like we constantly hear him cheating all the time in the situation. And then she just finally get fed up and she say, you know what, I'm gonna hurt you.
I was talking to my nigga about this earlier. And look, this sound like a double standard. I don't give a fuck.
It's a double standard.
Look, you hoes never look good cheating back. Even two things to be true. Even if that nigga hurt to the soul, like, damn, I can't believe my bitch did this. I can't believe my wife yada yada woo woo. But in order to piss this nigga off, I'm gonna go fuck another nigga. From a female standpoint, y'all just,
it's not ladylike.
It's just, it's never gonna look player on your part.
But 90%
you know what I'm saying?
of them do it. The get back is.
Yeah,
the get back is the get back.
Because I'll take the stain. I'll take the stain to look like a hoe just to make you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Just to make you feel hurt.
That's kamikaze stuff, though. What'd you say, Marcus?
All I say is this.
Okay, give me some game.
I saw a post, man. It said, women are either wifey material or they're mattress material.
Oh,
Choose
shit.
wisely.
I gotta look over my life after you told me that.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
I gotta look over my life.
But niggas be trying to make that mattress the wife. You know what I'm saying? But this is
okay. Well, that leads her back.
But
I mean, I heard, and I'm not saying this. This is what I heard people saying. You can't make a whole housewife.
And my thing is, look, now everybody know I love them stripper hoes. You know what I'm saying?
That's Cardi came from the strip club.
But you already knew what she was about when you got with her. So my thing is, when you mess with them type of girls, man, and then from what it sound like, she actually did clean her shit up.
She did clean that stuff up. She did. She said she ain't cheat on him till then.
So shout out to her for actually, you know what I'm saying, get back on her shit, trying to do it right. But when it all boils down to it, I would say, like, look, you a popular nigga, especially like in your era, one of the greatest rap groups in your era, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can dispute that.
Facts.
But my thing is, bro,
the last rap group.
When you get caught cheating that many times, bro, you got to be more player than that. Or some niggas just don't give a fuck and they could just be like, I got money, I could just buy this hoe somewhere, I could just do this and I could just make it right. I really just think, looking back at it in retrospect, I think that girl really did love you. I think she did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she done had 2 kids. I mean, she done had 2 kids for her, no matter what the persona is.
Despite what I might think about her past, with her saying, admitting how she used to drug and set up niggas and her working at the strip club and all that, you knew all that before you got with her. So you accepted it for what it was. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just be throwing it, because you still decided to get down on that knee and put a ring on the motherfucking finger.
What you got to say? Marcus is look, he about to explode.
I said what I said. And you know how I believe. You know.
Hey, I'm asking Marcus.
But Marcus,
I'm asking.
My thing is,
I'm
look,
asking Marcus.
I'm not disputing nothing you said.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just, but he tried to save her from the mattress. You know.
I heard what Chuck said. I want to hear what you said, Marcus. I ain't hear what you saying. You give me more. You know I'm a jock. I need more.
Man, it's she's not yours. It's just your turn. As soon that more men realize that, they'll save themselves. You know, he know what type of person he was. She knew what type of person.
Facts.
If the way that people become to marriage and having these expectations, like some of this stuff it's not possible, and people are trying to fit into something that ain't even really possible. I mean, like when you say like she loved him, women love men different than men love them. Mm-hmm. It's just a different. I know we always talk about, you know, it being different for men. Mm-hmm. We're different.
We did talk about that.
We can't even come up with like rules and say this is the way it's gonna always be for you. You have to be open and honest. And when you give women, I've noticed that when you give women a choice, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I love multiple women, and can you deal with that? Don't lie and try to tell them what they want to hear and send yourself up. You digging yourself in a hole.
So you feel like he like got with Cardi. She was a boss chick. You know what I'm saying? He trying to lock her in, but he lied to her.
I mean, yeah, be real, be honest.
So you saying Offset wrong,
and even being real.
Offset wrong, and what he got, he deserved.
Most of the time, the situations that we in, the men are wrong. Like
Damn.
My divorce, my fault. You know, I feel like I got what I deserve. I take responsibility.
Yeah.
And I think if more people is like, you get what you tolerate, and when you put your foot down and say what you won't tolerate, and you still stick with it, and you like let this go and let that go, you can't be faulting the other person. It's on you. And
so you feel like Cardi B should just know who a man is.
And he has to be open
honest.
and honest to say it.
Okay.
Once you put it out there and say it and give her a choice, don't be like, I don't want to ever lose her. This is the best thing that I have. You have to be willing as a man to let that walk away. Let me
say this before I even say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna preface my statement. Okay. I'm not a cheater by nature. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to play the game because I know I can't handle it. I know that the kitchen get too hot. I ain't going in the kitchen, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. But let's just hypothetically, I'm always from the and not saying that I ain't never cheated, not saying I ain't never been cheated on. Okay? I want to make sure I preface my statement by saying that. But I've always been that there's rules to cheating. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's not right, but there's rules to cheating. And I know that Big Mama and Big Daddy, sometimes you go to the funerals and you find out you got other siblings that you ain't know about. And you find out that this is his friend on the other side of town. But, you know, it never got back, and Grandmama stayed true, and we kept this family pushing forward or whatnot. So Am I wrong for feeling like are there rules for cheating?
It's kind of like you basically saying how to commit the right crime to a certain degree.
If you're gonna be in the game,
but no, I feel what you're saying.
Like
if you're
it's
gonna
a
do
culture
household,
thing.
like don't bring.
if you're gonna do something, be smart about it. I hear what you're saying. If there's a such thing, you gotta have some sort of smartness to it. Like my partner, he said his dad used to give him and all his brothers the same advice: respect your wife, take care of your money, and it don't take all night to do nothing. So I take it back into this. I'm a single nigga. I hang around people that, so like I say, I like to go out. I like to go to the club. I like to go to the strip. I like to see all types of things. I be at the strip club. Like I say, I'm a single nigga. I do what I do in there and move around. But then I also see niggas I know that's married. And I know they married. I know your wife. You and this bitch at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday night with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's scandalous.
Like I
it's
see
scandalous.
you, and then, I mean they didn't ride with me, but you see him coming from the back with the bitch, and you be like,
I know you,
and I'm like, all right, boy, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't even messing with you.
But you don't know. They might have an understanding that you don't know nothing about.
Some of them do, but then they be them same ones. Yeah, man, baby didn't call me. I was like, yeah, nigga, because you come home, you niggas be coming home smelling like a bitch, and then be trying to argue.
I was at my homeboy house.
I was working late.
I can't help it. The bitch just bumped into me. I'm talking about the situation I already know about. I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I'm like, nah, nigga, you was obviously cheating. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then on the flip side, they be like, but Chuck, you don't know what she done did. And you know what? They be right. Because sometimes to your point, yeah, they cheating on each other. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he cheated first. She might have got her lick back. They try to forgive each other, but guess what?
That's crazy.
Pandora's box is already
I can't play with that fire.
Sometimes you just gotta
let it go,
separate and be like, hey, we this is just too toxic. Like
but this is what it is.
Let it go.
Financially, they can't be apart, and that be another thing too. This nigga does pay all the bills, and he is a good daddy, but he might step out from time to time. Or you know what? I know she cheated. I know she done cheated on me before, but guess what? She still cook every night. She's still a great mother, and she still makes some money. And I know I can still get some money. So that's what I'm saying, man. Every situation is different.
So that's like
so don't complain about it. If
that
you
boy,
willing to
you saw that shit.
Young Cole talking about depending on the value of the woman, he wouldn't leave if she cheats.
If my wife's a CEO of a company and she cheat on me, shit.
Don't do it again. Just don't do it no more.
Baby, but the bitch at Jack in the Box cheat on you, man. Be funky bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I just like I say, I don't play with fire, so I can't.
Look, man, just be fortunate enough. Like I said, man,
I'm too emotional.
I'm 39 and I'm still single, no kids. But hopefully, when I do decide to take that journey in my life, when I do decide to take that next step, God, man, just give me the strength. Just
God,
give
show me
the
a sign.
fortitude, whatever it is, man, to see it through. Because that'd be another thing, man. Your marriage is your marriage and yours and your business. Yeah. And I done seen in too many situations, everybody be giving their opinion. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Now, if my nigga asks me something, or they ask me for my opinion, that's one thing. Yeah. But me just speaking on your marriage and don't know the dynamics, I don't do that. Yeah. But if you be like, man, she done did this, or vice versa, man, he done did this, he done did that, I'm like, well, I mean, are you asking me because you want to vent, or you asking me because you want my opinion? And I make that very clear, you know what I'm saying? Especially like when it come down to like women, because I used to work with a lot of women and they tell me about certain personal situations, and I never really just be like, I said, well, look, I ain't hear that man side. Yeah. Because even though
it's three sides to every story.
You my homegirl, but
it's three sides,
I know when people tell a story, they always say what they got to say to make them look the best.
Yeah.
They always got to say what they got to say to make that nigga.
It's subjective.
Just like they was talking about, like when you're married, how you supposed to respect certain boundaries and all that kind of stuff. And I remember I was reading a story about this man that had cheated on his wife. But the reason he had cheated, he never cheated in 8 years of marriage. But they got into it, whatever like that. And it wasn't no medical condition. It wasn't no whatever. They done had sex for 6 weeks, and he finally said, you know what, fuck this. Yeah. And he cheated. So, I mean, I guess for better or for worse, doesn't matter. Yeah, but I don't want to say you push that nigga into it, but goddamn.
Sometimes you can push them into an affair. People can push you into cheating. I feel like people can push. I feel like that. I wasn't even going to talk about this side, but maybe he pushed her into having that affair. But you had sex while you pregnant, ma'am.
But when people are like complaining about cheating, it's like it could be so many levels. It's not just
levels.
It's not just
It's levels.
sleeping with somebody. It's like somebody could make me feel worse, like they never slept with anybody, but the way you disrespect me, the way you treat me, the way that you carry yourself, like it could be just as bad. Mm-hmm. So people putting too many emphasis on the physical part when it's it could be a whole lot deeper.
And kind of piggybacking on what Chuck was talking about, like it's variables to it. It's different scenarios and things that go along with the situation. Like we're looking at this Cardi B and Offset stuff on the outside looking in. We don't know all the details and all the so-called, like you say, Marcus, understanding.
But you allegedly cheated when the baby finna come out. I ain't gonna lie, I feel.
I can't just look. Two wrongs don't make it right.
And I'm watching my homegirls on the internet.
Oh, they going ham.
And they
going ham.
That's right.
That's
right.
My
thing is,
that's right.
And my thing is like, and I don't speak for everyone at the end of the podcast when I make this statement.
You gonna make a disclaimer?
Some of you hoes know y'all be between that wash and dry and you try that shit with your nigga. Like, I don't do that, but I'm just saying, y'all sitting up here talking about, yeah, that's right. Let you be 8 months, regardless of what your nigga did, let you be 8 months pregnant and you let somebody do that to you. I know your nigga. I know your dude.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad personally because not only did you fuck my gal, you fucked my kid, man.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? 8 months. Yeah, my guy, he got dimples in his forehead when he come out.
Yeah, it's still forming, man. You know
No, man.
When you live long enough like me, man.
Well, okay, OG Triple. Okay, Triple.
It's worse than what you even know. I can't imagine that some of these women
that they doing here.
Hey.
I hope they ain't doing it to me. I'm gonna say they ain't doing that to me. They ain't doing that to me, Marcus.
I will say this. Like I said, I'm 49. I've lived a long time. I've been through some things. I will say this. If you're getting with somebody new, don't disclose too much of stuff that didn't work or different things that the other person did to you in your past relationship. Because you're bringing that energy, and subconsciously that person is listening and finding different things about you, and they could do the same thing. So when you finish with that chapter, you're getting a clean slate. And you starting over anew. I see why a lot of people are.
It's hard.
That'd
be hard though. That's what you saying. What you saying about like getting out of a committed relationship, being committed to this person for X, Y amount of time or whatnot, and then you leave from that and just try to deviate and say clean slate. It's hard because it's like we just creatures of habit.
You got to do the work though. You got to take some time. You can't like jump from one relationship then to another. Yeah. You got to look at some things.
That's what we go wrong though. Yeah. That's what we go wrong so many times. Like motherfuckers get out of a relationship and then they just hop right into another, and they ain't even processing like heal and like fix what was wrong in they self and to get to that point. Like you say, take that accountability. Even though she might have did everything wrong and broke up the relationship, you got to look like, what did I do to contribute to that situation?
Think about it, man. Some motherfuckers think healing is replacing.
Yeah,
like
totally
whatever
mistaken.
I didn't have, whatever misfortune I had with that other one. The only way to heal is I gotta bring another motherfucker in here to fill that void. Yeah, that's how some people think. Except for just taking that time to work on yourself. And focus
that's bad
on
the whole culture. That's bad. Yeah. But that's bad.
But how many people? How many of us actually know the benefits of therapy? Not even therapy, or just working out your issues before you even get involved in another situation. So like you say, some people grew up seeing their mama just go from man to man to man to man. Some of us seen our dad just never had a stable relationship. You got 3 or 4 brothers and sisters from this woman, from that woman, on that. So some motherfuckers don't know what stability look like, because everybody they know, when such shit don't go wrong, I'm gonna just go to the next person. Now I didn't end up getting this motherfucker pregnant. Shit don't work out, but now I'm trying to but now you done created a whole nother bond over here. So I gotta be involved. I gotta do what I gotta do. So it's just a crazy game. And like you say,
that dating world a crazy game,
and I don't know if cheating the worst thing in the world, but it's in the top 3. You know what I'm saying?
I say think like, you know how we have Coach here. When we're about to make a bad decision, we're about to eat something, we can like text him, call him, and he let us know, kind of talk us off the ledge. We need more men out there to hold, like, hey, man, this just happened to me. I just walked in on this. Yeah. I said this. She said this. Coach me out through this. And I want to be able to have more people in my life to.
You right about that. And that was one thing, like, even when I started the podcast, just talking to other men about, you know, my ideas of what I'm doing and doing this stuff with other men or whatnot. They was like, man, we don't have that space. We don't have that space to communicate, or we don't have that, you know, person that we can just open up and do that to, that we know we can. Because, number one, we all trying to look tough. We all trying to make it seem like we all got it going on and got it together or whatnot. So, you know, this is definitely a place to where I feel like that we got to have a conversation. It's all about conversations at the end of the day. Like, yeah. It's all about that. Like, that's the way we're going to push the needle. That's the way we're going to push the thread. Just having those conversations and just being open and honest about it and just seeing how we feel. You know, one thing that I liked about when we did the last podcast, I sat down and watched the podcast with some of my peers, some of my friends or whatnot, and they would chime in and say things and how they felt about it. And one thing that it just kind of like made me see was that, man, people got something to say. A lot of men got something to say. Like, we're not talkative by nature, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not ideal ordinarily or whatnot, but as men, like, it's a man got something to say, man, and we got some stuff to get off our heart because we're always trying to put off this persona and be so strong and look so invincible or whatnot. So I just really hope that this podcast and what we're doing and these conversations that we have, that it makes more space for us to have those conversations.
I'm actually hosting an event on October 25th.
Okay.
So, I used to do it with called, cognac and conversations or wine and conversations.
I'll be there.
Do this one. I'm going to do mocktails and conversations.
Okay,
so
okay,
you
mocktails.
bring what you drink. You know,
No.
I've been sober for 9 months now.
I'm going to bring more than drink.
And if I feel like the decisions I'm able to make is not clouded, and I'm doing so much better. My body feels better. Not telling
we all promote water.
That's right. Right. But I've had a lot of people, men and women, said they want space to be able to converse and talk things through and kind of not just, when we get together, celebrate anniversaries and things like that, and we're just having fun and joking. We need to get to the meat of it because a lot of people are getting divorced. They're like, man, I didn't know you was going through that. I could have talked to you. I thought y'all had it going on. I thought you was. It's like people. We need to talk through some things and be.
And I'm gonna be transparent and honest. Like, during the process and time when I was getting my divorce, man, like, going through therapy, going through counseling, and just talking to other couples and stuff like that, I found out that, like, a lot of people are going through the same things or dealing with a lot of the same challenges. But we put this persona on and making it seem like it's okay because we think that it's gotta look perfect if it's right. You know what I'm saying? So, you totally right, bro. Like, that. And, I almost got upset with my parents. I was like, man, why you ain't tell me it was like this? Why you ain't tell me to take work and then we're not gonna be perfect and it's not gonna always, match and that's not gonna always fit. That it's gonna be some compromise. I didn't feel like I had those kind of tools or whatnot, bro. So that's important.
Say that, man. Like, before we get off this subject, I remember the other night. I remember Shannon Sharp. He kind of alluded to this. We were speaking on relationships, and when you said chapter, it just clicked in me. About in a relationship, sometimes you got to know when to turn the page or when to close the book.
Mm.
And that shit really hit, you know what I'm saying? Turning the page is really working it out.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out solutions, brainstorming, what can we do to do this? But then some things you just be like, you know what? I don't need to read another chapter. Boom. It is done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how do you determine when because all of y'all been married, divorced, and not to get, not specific, how do you know when it's time to turn the page or when to close that book? How do you know when you get to that point?
Man, I wrote down a list, like the pros and cons.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, man, these cons getting a little long. And I'm like, man, I'm here with my daughters. That seems like priceless to be able to wake up every day with them and knowing that their dad is here. But the way their daddy was feeling, I wasn't even myself. I couldn't be my best self. It took me to uproot and be by myself, get myself together. And now I have, like, the best relationship with them. I have the best relationship with my ex-wife now. Like, after I apologized, took 100% responsibility and said, hey, I don't want to hold animosity towards you. Our daughters deserve to have this and better. She didn't say the same thing, but I'm learning that women apologize differently than men. I used to be like, hold on, why am I the only one apologizing? But when I'm learning that, you know, in my art of seduction, I'm learning that women, when they apologize, they'll cook you some food. They move closer to you. Yeah. They'll start, you know, giving you things that you want. Even if you want that threesome, they'll go on and give you that. You know, they'll move toward.
They ain't been that sorry.
I'm just
yeah.
But I think that
I need to piss somebody off now.
I totally agree. I totally agree with what Marcus is saying. I feel like that when you start losing yourself, man, and you know that then something just don't fit. You know what I'm saying? When you and like he was saying, like with the kids, like, you know, those be like the final, you know, straw that breaks the camel back, just the kids and just being in there. I still miss being with my kids every day, you know what I'm saying? But I've realized that, you know, sometimes situations are better that's not ideal. You know what I'm saying? And I had to understand that and realize that. And like he was saying, like, it sometimes scares me, like the relationship that I have with my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't tripping. As long as I do what I'm supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? We working together. We co-parenting and whatnot, man. It took a while. It wasn't like this always, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Just like you was saying, taking responsibilities of who you is. I apologize multiple times. I'm like, hey, man, whatever I did, I'm sorry. You know, look, it's all about the kids. We just trying to push the embetterment and just push the future for our children at this point in time. Yeah, me and you didn't work out, but it don't mean we can't work together. And it takes some maturity, it takes some growth to get there, man. And it's hard, you know, because like I say, breakups and heartbreaks ain't easy for nobody. Like, nobody wins when it's a breakup, bro. Like, nobody wins when there's a breakup. And so, you know, once you get past the pain, you know, somebody has to be the bigger person. And I'm not saying that I was or she was, but, you know, I had to get out of my comfort zone and try to say, like, look, I'm just trying to see how this thing can go smooth and copacetic as it can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not your op. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your op. And I had to realize that. She had to realize that. And we both have to, like, take accountability and responsibility and understand what's the goal moving forward, man. So, yeah, I totally agree with you, Marcus, bro. I totally agree with you, bro. Like, that's been the recipe. You know what I'm saying? We wrapping it up. We wrapping it up, fellas. It's always a good time. It's always fun. It's always like insightful and inspiring, man. Talking to y'all about everything, man. We gonna shut it down with the last topic. And the last topic, we're going to get real sassy and nasty because we're talking about the presidential election. And that's a real big topic at hand right now because it's like America is not in a good place. And we want this thing to move in the right direction. And so a lot of people are feeling how they feel on one side and people are feeling how they feel on the other side. So have y'all seen any debates? Y'all seen some of the rhetoric? Have y'all seen how the voting pool and everything is going? Like talk to me.
I've seen the debates and
I've seen some stuff.
I just want people to get registered to vote and choose what's best for you. And I'd say a lot of people have been having some problems with Kamala, but I say whether it's a woman, whether it's a black woman, if it's another man, I would say pick the person that no one's gonna have all your views, all of your needs that you want met. Who can you talk to? Who can you hold accountable? Who will listen to you? And I feel like if I had a grievance, if I had something, I feel like she would listen or consider. I don't feel like the other person would even consider. So
okay. How you feel over there, Tommy Tom?
Y'all go out, get registered, go vote, pick your whatever you decide is the best one for you in your life. Yeah. What's going on in your world?
Yeah, for sure.
See, y'all kind of like me on this situation because it's like you know what you want to say, but you know at the end of the day,
you gotta keep it player. You say you gotta keep it player.
You know what?
You gotta keep it player.
I mean, fuck both of them, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
How you riled them up like that?
I mean, like, cause I'm not thrilled with either one. it's kind of like my dad used to say, man. Horse shit and dog shit, they both stink. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about dog shit, you can wipe your shoe off and it can be salvaged. Horse shit, you got to throw the whole shoe away. So the point I'm making is, between the two bullshit ass candidates that we do got, which one can you just stomach up and be like, you know what, I can work with this? And right now, I haven't came to the decision yet. I'm gonna vote for. But it's like, I already know I don't want to vote for Trump, but do I just want to hand it to Kamala? And that's kind of like the dilemma. I think that's
a lot of
because I done seen
black
this.
people.
I done seen this. I done seen this.
Black people live.
I done seen this.
When people making a lot of people making a decision,
before.
they think they need to step away and walk away. No, you make that decision and you keep making that decision every day. You hold that person accountable. You hold the people locally accountable.
Because when Barack was in office, I didn't give a fuck about no policy at all.
See,
I just wanted to see a nigga in there.
I know.
But now after we didn't kind of, see if Kamala probably would have ran back then, I probably would have voted for her. But see, now it's kind of like I don't want to say I've been waking up, but to a certain degree, it's like I'm a little bit more informed than I was back then. Okay, perfect example. Is skin color enough just to put in office? If that's the train we still on as black people, then fuck it. Put it in there. Since everybody want to talk about staying on code or not staying on code, if we just put it in there because we black, let me know. But if we really just want to give a fuck about policies and all that type of shit, or really just who gonna put the country, because I seen what 4 years of Trump look like. I survived. You know what I'm saying? I survived. Not saying it's good or bad, but I survived. Am I really ready to take on am I really ready? Yeah. Unknown. That's perfect.
I'm gonna say.
We know what we've gotten. So why not have something
and
different?
I'm not disagreeing with you, Mark. See, that's the thing. I'm not that type of nigga like me and my mama. Shit. Well, if you vote for Trump, if you don't, because I told her I ain't voting at all. On the presidential election. Well, if you don't vote for him, if you don't vote at all, that's like vote for Trump. I'm like, no, it's not.
So y'all remember?
No, it's not. That's not the same thing.
Remember how?
I'm coming to pick
remember
you
how
up
the
on
vibe
this.
was when Barack won? Remember when he ran for president?
I was at the Rockets game that night. I was at the Rockets game. It was confetti coming out the
like
sky.
Jeezy dropped my president is black.
Bro,
confetti came out the sky. I was at Toyota Center.
Bro,
when Barack was running.
I remember when Trump was elected. I remember when Barack was elected. Two different sentiments when they was going down.
For sure.
When Barack was elected, we at my partner house, I remember my homegirl, he just won Chicago. He just won Ohio. That means he's going to be the president. It did. I remember my boy Marquis house. Shout out to Marquis, Mr. Fine, Miss Miami. Quit all y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. We over there, and I'm like, wow. Like, this felt like, this how the niggas must have felt about Jackie Robinson.
Like the end of the
Or this
world.
how the people, because you know when we kids, and we grew up in the 90s, we never thought we was going to see a nigga in our office, bro.
Black man.
Regardless
Don't
of,
say nigga. Don't say
what
nigga.
black
Don't
man?
say nigga.
Yeah.
A brother.
White people the next day.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why it took so long. You know what I'm saying? Don't help.
Hey,
God damn.
Hey, look. Hey,
I woke him up too much, boy. I'm sorry.
Hey, charge my mind, not my heart, man. Charge my mind. But now the point I'm making is, man, it was a beautiful sentiment amongst the people, man. We, came to work. He's like, hey, what's up, boy? Yeah. You seen that last night? Yeah.
Watch out now.
Yeah. It's like black people had a whole different spunk. You walk with, but when I remember when Donald Trump was elected, I'm at Carol's drinking. And then I remember they looking at this motherfucker like it was doomsday. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? I'm like, shit, I'm gonna be the same motherfucker I was yesterday.
Will Kamala's impact be as big for women like Barack was for just black people?
I believe, but see, that's the thing.
If she wins,
I want to see how this play out
for women in general.
I want to see it. And you know what? This one of them ones, sisterhood. I'm gonna stay out this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna let y'all have it because there's nothing I can say that's, my opinion really. I mean, who I vote for. But as far as like me trying to debate, deliberate, I'm women. I'm gonna let y'all have that one.
But do y'all remember when Hillary was going against Trump? More women voted against her.
Yeah.
And voted for him.
Because I don't know. Because see, I don't know if they was ready then.
Yeah.
Let's
that
see.
Was, but it wasn't black. It wasn't black women that black women vote for Hillary that Trump won off of. It was the white women. You know what I'm saying? Is the white women gonna, you know, if their vote is gonna sway and go to to Kamala Harris?
They said, from what I hear, the people that they're worried about the most for Kamala winning are black men and uneducated black women.
Oh shit! Damn. we in that same poll. Golly,
that's it. That's going to be the determining factor.
Hey, I will end it off and say it like this, man. People, black people in specific, go out and vote. Get registered to vote, man. Whatever way you feel, go out and show your power and show that you count. This is the At the End of the Day podcast. I'm your host, Zeno. I'm over here with your boy, Shaheem, the Dream.
Elijah Wan.
I call him a lot of different names.
Marcus Roberson.
Tom Sells.
And we signing out, man. So do what you do, man. Go out there and vote. Peace.
Already.